Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. We are about to head into our next Scholar quest because this is our attempts to finish all of the quests for all of the classes before we reach the end of A Realm Reborn. And I'm kind of manipulating that by not doing any more main story quests until I get there. Sigh. I know, let's go. In the image of the ancients, Alka-Zolka has news which should be of great interest to you. Good to see you, Roselore. I've made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. Cut. Did you need to say something? You good? Okay. Okay.
BCD, but Roblox.
Aha, alright. And we're back. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans so that we might recreate these garments should they prove sufficiently authentic. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of a preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent Rose of Sunsilk Tapestries, this information should be sufficient. Alright, so this is where the game starts to expect you to have unlocked the other things at the level in the area that you're at. But you cannot journey to Uldar until you've gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. Alright, let's do this. Let us head on. Where are we going? We are going to Mordona. Why don't we just stand in the warm while we still can? Then we'll go out to Revenant's Toll. I actually love all the little stories inside each class quest line. So it's kind of, it's really my jam to get this part done. And I know once we get to Shadowbringers, so spoiler alert, once we get to Shadowbringers, we're going to go from class quests to job quests. So we're going to want to have our jobs ready to rock. Is that really which way I want to go? No, it's not, is it? It's the opposite. Yeah, that's where the story quest is. We're going to go down to here in the image of the ancients. And you know what? I'm not going to run. I'm going to grab my chocobo. Make an about face. We're after this little orange arrow in our tiny arrow screen, and we're just going to zippity-doo-dah this way. And head on down here. So much easier and quicker once you have finished that first set of quests. We got to the first ending and you're just going through the we finished the first set of quests for A Realm Reborn, and we're now just going through the patch quests that come at the end, which kind of help them link the story from where you're at to where you're going. Oh, look at this direwort shrub. That looks purple and glowy, and we could be in trouble now. Right. Oh my gosh. Well, you can have one of those, and you can have one of those, and let's not stand in the middle of that because that's going to get painful. And we'll zippity-doo-dah that, and now we'll start hitting things. Seedlings need to go first, I should imagine, because they're easiest to kill. Now I'm not using any of my normal buffs on myself. Whoops. And, don't stand there. We really don't want to be where that thing is working. Alright, that was most of the time. So the seedling's gone. Hopefully it won't summon any more for a little bit, and we'll be okay. We do have Insuna if we're in trouble, so that's pretty good. Alright, and done. Now, can we have the dire wart without getting eaten? That thing was trying to eat my face. That's rude. Yes. Alright, we have harvested leaves from a dire wart shrub. To avoid other things that are going to eat our faces, we're going to go to Ul'dah. If I remember rightly, that's my return point, so we don't need to spend any money getting there this time. That's kind of cool. Let's go. Awesome. Okay. Away we go. Alright. Where did I put my running? That's going to be a problem in a dungeon, isn't it? If I can't find my sprint. I think I've actually gotten rid of it. Let's grab this. We're going to go down to actions and traits. We're going to go down to general. We're going to go find sprint. And we're going to put our sprint just here. We're also going to grab our limit break. I'm going to put that next to my sprint as well, because that's normally where it lives. What's this? No, we're not doing that. Okay, I'll have to learn what more of these do, but right now I'm not ready. Right now I'm not ready to explore those aspects of the game. There is a lot to explore in this game. We're going to go see Redolent Rose, who is down at the guild, the Weavers Guild. So we might as well just stay in the Ul'dah Aetheryte Plaza here, and then just use it to connect to the Ethernet. So away we go. Down to the Weavers Guild. I know, it took me 100 hours or so to work out I could use the big Aetheryte to access the Ethernet. And I was much comforted to see a video from another player who'd spent a lot longer than that and who hadn't worked that out. So little hidden aspects of the game that we all eventually come to. Although some of us take longer than others, oh dear. Redolent Rose. Here we go. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Roselore. Have you the leaves and Alcazolca's designs, then? I do. The leaves and the designs. There you go. What's that for? Imaginative difficulties and... Okay, yeah, that's for the main story quest. Let's hand these over to Redland. Redland Rose. Crafting raiments that have not been seen in 1500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. I know, this is actually quests I have never done before. It has been some time since I laboured with such intensity. I adhered to Alcazolca's designs as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes. This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Mistresses Serendipity and Jiva of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guilds, respectively, can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. Ah, but you were unaware that I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well. I shall send word to them on your behalf, Roselore. You will need only visit each guild and present to them my unfinished work. All right. Oh, I am excited for this one. Let's go. We are... I know. There's a quest there for my... for my level 40. It's my level 40 quest, and we will move to that one shortly. I'm actually really looking forward to having a character that's got everything in place for the end of the the thing that they're in. For the end of the... Not patch, not DLC. You know what I mean? For the end of A Realm Reborn. I've never actually brought a character up and just had everything in line. I'm hoping I do it with this one. Let's go to the Goldsmiths Guild. We'll make our lives a little easier. Alright, let's go. Let's go and have a chat at the Goldsmiths Guild. I'm kind of excited to see this. Where is my goldsmith? Down here. Alrighty, serendipity. Hi. Greetings, Roselore. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that mortarboard. Here you go. One mortarboard. I've forgotten the voice for this lady. This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Is that all? Wear it with pride, Roselore. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania, which is where we're heading next. Alright, I'm just going to blast my way off. We're going to go down straight over to New Gridania. Zippity-doo-dah. Where we're going to ask Jiva of the Leatherworkers Guild to please put some finishing touches on. She's a bit acid-tongued, so it'll be interesting to see what she's got to say about this little expedition. She might be excited, though, because she is a craftswoman. Alrighty, I've obtained a Scholar's Mortarboard. I'm going to put all of these on at once. I am a little excited. I don't really want to wait. I've lost where the Leatherworkers Guild is. No, I was going in the right direction. It's over here. Here we go. It's night time. I don't know how I managed to spend so much of this part of the series at night. 8:58 p.m. in Aeolsian time. 10:51 in local time. And in the server time, it is 12:51 a.m. So I'm guessing the server is in a very different part of my world. Probably 12:51 a.m. this morning for them. Jiva! Roselore, the woman who would single-handedly revive the scholarly art. Alright then, show me what you've got. Well, I have a incomplete scholar's garb here. I know, they get excited about working with other artisans as good as they are. Master Rose's work is marvellous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. Oh, I'm so glad she's happy. There you go. One pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves. Perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at the cost of his dexterity. Oh, the boots? Belly will see to those. He's an expert cordwainer, so you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. Belly? No, I'm guessing this won't be for free. Let's check it. You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you'd please let me see Master Rose's work. Here you go. Incomplete scholar's garb. This craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. He's excited as. Redland Rose is like so well known. Here you are, madam, made with the finest boar and buffalo leather in accordance with Alcazolca's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. He must be dying to see the complete set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great lengths. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you meet him. I absolutely will. Let me grab my character. Let us do a recommended gear update. I think I'm going to have to forcibly wear some of this stuff, so we'll update those. What does it say I need to equip? Speak with Alcazolca at the Marauders Guild. Alright, so I need my Control I. So the gear would have gone straight into here. We're not going to update this set once we put it on. We're going to go and... I've got to find it now. I don't think I got one of those though, did I? No. Okay, so maybe the gloves? Yeah. So the gloves are Borsking rinbands. It's all classes. Scholar's gloves. So these will probably, because I'm going to be upgrading my equipment soon, back to where they should be. These will probably just go straight over to my thing, but we're going to at least see this costume once, as it was intended to be. So they're blue. Actually, did I put them on already? Yeah, I've already got them on. What's wrong with me? I don't know why they insist on dressing me in this stuff that's not like, you know, short shorts and... Alright, and we're going to equip those. Okay. I think the only thing I don't have is a scholar's robe. And just sort everything and make sure. Yeah, I think there's a reason for that. Alright, let's go. No, not updating. Actually, I could update it. But we're going to go speak with Alcazolka at the Marauders Guild, which means a little teleport over to Limsa, Lominsa, 617. I know, when I started recording today, which is about 4 episodes ago, or 3 episodes ago, I had 62 grand in the bank. And now I only have 54. So teleporting everywhere is expensive. That is one very serious chicken. He's growing on me though. Into the Ethernet, off to the Marauders Guild. And away we go. Speaking to Alcazolka. I think we've only got about another 1 or 2 quests to go before we actually finish the scholars quests. Wow, she does look scholarly, doesn't she? Wow, look at that. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You are the very image of the Nemean scholars of old. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Ha, I see you approve as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success. She is excited, isn't she? There is our XP. Boom. Now, are we of a level to get the next quest? That could be the problem. No, we are of a level. By the skin of our teeth, maybe. 53. For your fellow man. Alcazolka wishes to propose another way you might rekindle your fairy's memories. Ah, yes. I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of my Nemean tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague, which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. Maybe I did do these quests. If you are of a mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronzelake? You will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rakusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Warm Wine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. You know what? I think that's an awesome idea. Let us head to Camp Bronzelake, I think it was. Alright, let's take a risk. Take a risk and spend a small fortune. Okay. Now that I've been the picture of a Nemean scholar, let's be the picture of a Nemean scholar who's learnt there's better equipment around. There we go. Okay. We are heading over this way to where the healer is. Usually up these stairs, aren't they? Somewhere? No, I am a little excited to be about to get my 3rd class or whatever it is up to the end of the thing, or 4th class. Hello and welcome to Bronzelake. If you desire treatment, pardon, you wish to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to... Wait, you must be Roselore the Scholar. We're happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I'm told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. All right, let's do it. Alright, the first one. No, I don't remember this quest at all. So this is a fairly new quest. Alright. I am a little excited now. Okay. Let's find our wine-soaked invalid. Wow, he doesn't look too well. How you doing? Trying to take in a wound sometimes, Lassie. Sure, it hurts like hell at first. Then you catch to drink away the pain. Right. What am I supposed to do? Cast as sooner. I'm not sure I cast it on the right guy. Okay, yep, he says the same thing. We target him with our left click, hit him with an Asuna. That works a lot better. Oh, what the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Oh, bugger. Now they'll take me wine away. Oh, man, you are so welcome. Now you have to pay for your own wine. Ah, quit whining. Yeah, okay, I'll stop now. Well, look, healers are renowned for being completely unsympathetic to that kind of plight. Alright? Alright, a wine-laced individual, you say? Wan-faced invalid. Oh no. Hey, you alright? What's wrong with me? My wounds have closed, but still I feel so weak. Let me fix that for you. Hey, what did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. You're welcome. I know, right? Some folks are happy to be healed. Usually they're tanks, but anyway. What? What is that? Oh, corrupted ether. Where did that thing? It vanished. It had better not have gone and infected anyone else. I'm going to have to kick its butt again. Alright, so I have to be aware that when I do this, corrupted ether comes out and I should be zapping it. Alright, I missed that completely. Don't you miss it next time when you do this quest. Here we go. Or you probably didn't. Oh, right. That may not have been my best ever idea. A dark-spirited invalid. The arm ain't the same since Cartno. Chirurgeon says the flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. I say he's a superstitious git. Really? Here. Try this. What? What's this warmth? Did you hear that? I thank you, whoever you are. Alright, let's move over this way. And look for the bad thing. Okay, no, the bad thing isn't there. Okay, right. Is that up? I think it's up. Ow. Alright, how are we supposed to go we're supposed to go around well, I don't know, but he's hiding in a pond that not many people frequent, clearly for a reason. Let's wander back up here. So I'm pretty sure our next patient is somewhere up here. Here we go. A heavy-eyed invalid. Hey. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. No, no one's gonna eat you. We're gonna get rid of that nasty thing. You set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me. Nope, they're probably right on me. Let's get that default. Wow, that one's pretty feisty. The last one just kind of went away without a whimper or a murmur. And I'm being healed by my fairy. Oh, that's so good. I know, right? When you're a white mage, no one heals you except you. So, Scholar's kind of cool then. Okay. I know, I'm going to have to try and get my other characters' scholarly arts up to par. And now I kind of know what to do, so that's good. That is a very large fat chicken being ridden by someone. Oh my god, where do I find that mount? Alright, No, they're not fishing off it. They're bribing it. Oh, that is so cute. I should probably focus on my quest now. I know, that was a cute chicken. A cute, plump, probably tastes great, roasted chicken. But anyway, we better not eat their mount, otherwise they'll get upset. A short-breathed invalid. Hey, how you doing? Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't. And it flies. Oh my god. That is cute. All right, let's help this individual. My lungs. I can breathe again. Bless you, miss. Bless you. All right. Well, that one didn't create anything nasty to chase me. Let's go and talk to Rakusa Farusa. Hi. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. Their commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alka-Zolka have my deepest thanks, Roselore. Treating the invalids has rekindled the fairy's memories. Alright, let's speak with Alka-Zolka, who is, of course, snug and warm in the lovely light of the Marauders Guild. Of course he is. Okay, let us go. The chicken, he's still there. You know what? He's actually starting to grow on me now. He was a bit of a surprise, but I think I really like seeing my chicken man around. I wonder if we'll see him around next episode. I know, because players in this game make the world, and so seeing them like the same ones occasionally just make it feel like, yeah, you've got a space where that and that the people kind of, even if just by sight. Yeah, that's what it is. Alka-Zolka. Ah, Roselore, Rakusa Farusa tells me that your potent magics exceed all expectation. Thank you. Had a good time, did you? Aye, I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I am not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nemean tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. Okay. Oh, we get a new one. Lustrate. Restores the target's hit points. That's, yes, it's very similar to a white mage ability that we'll put it in the same slot so that I can remember. I just have to remember where that slot is. The fairy has imparted you knowledge of a new art. Rightio. We have a little time left in the episode. Let's see if we can get this one done. I have a feeling this might be our very, very last quest for A Realm Reborn. Let's find out. Alka-Zolka has another quest. Roselore, you must come with me at once. Another Tonberry has emerged from the Wanderer's Palace. A travelling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find and slay it. This time, we will hunt the Tonberry in greater numbers so that we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I've not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures, nor have you, I trust. I have your assurances that you'll keep your fairy in line this time, yes? Then let us make for Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed, and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tonberry. Alrighty, now hopefully we don't need to wait for a group in order to go through the palace. I have a feeling we might though, so this could be interesting. We might not get it done this episode if that's the case, but let's give it a little bit of time, and we will see what we can do. Yes, I could just ride the Chocobo. You know what? Let's just ride the Chocobo. See, I remember this battle, but I don't remember the bits in between. See, riding the Chocobo also means I don't get distracted quite so much. Oh no, here we are. The duty calls, commence battle for the beast within. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows, down to level 50. Alright, that's okay. I wonder if that means I've lost some abilities. I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Thank the gods you have come, Roselore. Any later, and we might have had to proceed without you. The Tonberry appears to be in some sort of trance and is oblivious to our presence. Is everyone ready? Yep, we're ready. Oh, whoa, that's not a good trance, I take it. Excellent. Remember, we must surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee. Okay. My son, my dear son, stay away. I cannot. I think he's talking to the fairy. Damn it, not again. It seeks sanctuary inside the Wanderer's palace. Well, of course it does. Come, let us follow and finish this once and for all. All right. Duty commenced. Do not dally, Roselore. We need magic. Well, yeah, where are you? This is what happens when you run ahead of your healer. Alright, now I've got to keep an eye on my companions. This is what I'm trying to hit. Oh, right. Can I even harm that one? I can. I think. No, I don't think I can, because they're not taking any damage. Okay, I see. Wait a minute. Okay, they don't take any damage no matter what you do. Let me just have a look at my map. Oh, there's no map. Okay, no, I do need to go this way. Run, Ros. Yeah, it is much better to have the offensive magics down where you're going to use them. Okay, they turn into Rancor Flames. Make sure we haven't missed any. Bolt on this way as soon as I get my running back. Alka-Zolka the Slayer. Did it escape? I haven't seen hide nor hair of it. Hey, come back here, you speedy little Lalafell menace. Whoa, run me right into trouble, why don't you? Typical tank. Funny way. Apologies to all the tanks in my life. What? So I have to keep an eye on Alka-Zolka, who's doing the usual tank thing, but actually running around a corner where I can't get to him. Oh my goodness. I know, all the tanks in my life, they're all the same. Let's heal him before he dies. Let's give him an Asuna before he needs it, because otherwise we're not going to heal him very well. Let's do 2, let's give him some regenerative abilities, let's give him a whole bunch of stuff all at once and get out of the AoE. Oops, a bit slow, I'm sorry, the fairy is working overtime, and Alka needs a bit of help again. So this is the other thing, I think, as part of your training. You're going to have to heal him again, and Asuna him again, and heal him again. Go to 2. Help. Give him some regenerative ability. No, we can't. Alright, what's this one do? Increases the healing magic. We should have been doing that ages ago. Let's try that. Alright. I'm doing this blind, so I actually don't know if I'm actually doing the right thing. But I do know if Alcazalca dies, then we oh whoops, sooner. Because if Alcazalca dies, then we will lose it sooner again. Heal. I need this one. Why can't I use that one? Oh, because it's above the level I've got, that's why. So 3, and it's sooner. And 3, 2. I think I'm going to lose it. And sooner. And a sooner. And heal. Oh, okay. Right, we did. Wow. So we're kind of on the right track, but there is something else we've got to do. All right, let's go again. I think this might be the very last one as well. You know what? We're going to skip the cutscene because we know where we're going to be. So let's skip that. And I should have added some enhancements to my stuff. All right. So we're gonna now we know what to do. Run down, do no jelly. Target 1, target 2, target this way. Now I'm just wondering if there's some skills I should be using. Ether flow restores 20% of the maximum MP. Oh, right. Well, we need to do that, and I also need to remember to use my restorative. Right here. Oh, sleep. We need to remember to use sleep. Let's pop that down over here. So yeah, we'll do this. So there's a couple of things I didn't do last time that I should probably have done before. Otherwise we're not going to keep up with the fight. So, and I think too I need to get more of the wind spells up and running. So this is our final battle. Here. So we're going to try doing sleep. Because I don't think if he's doing area effects, it's not going to be effective. Now he comes back out here. So tab and 6, tab and 6, and then 5. So that thing we didn't do last time is we didn't get them down as fast as we could. Right. And then this one comes in, so tab and 6. Tab and 6. Where is Alcazalca? Where is he? Ah! Come here, you menace. He's going to get himself murdered. Now we're going to try tabbing and custom sleep. Alright, we grab. Yep, and then we're going to tab again. Get 6 on. No, tab and 6. Okay, it looks like he's only got one that he's fighting now. So we'll grab that Tombury. Keep an eye on him. Okay, so that was better because we got to the rest earlier. We just need to also get him earlier as well. And keep him up as early as we can. And go back to the Wanderer. Back down again. And smack it again. Okay, this is the hard one. Let's keep an eye on Alcazalca. That thing needs a smack. And again. And I am going to use a sleep if I can. Okay, so the feathered fairy is asleep. And I think Alpha got it. Let me just go this way so I can see the battle a little bit better. Right, okay, no, that can be Hexa needs to be put to sleep. Alcazalca is now very low, and I probably don't take it long. So it's hitting at a 2, and a 2, and a 3. No. Okay, so I got really distracted, and I didn't do that. I'm starting to think my gear needs to go up a bit. What is my gear level? Into I. Sorry, into C. I know, just in case. So I've got 79 gear. There's probably no excuse for me not being able to do it. Let's meld, because we can do a little bit of melding. Okay, Shift Control I. Now your healing spells have more potency when you use piety, I think it was. Let me just grab this. So we're just going to attributes. Affects MP regeneration. That's when you're a healer. I'm looking for the rate at which your physical and magic attacks land hit, the amount of damage dealt, and the amount of hit points restored. So determination and critical hit. So I think we might work on our determination then. Savage aim, critical hit. Okay, we're going to grab those out, and we're going to grab those out. I don't think I can do anything higher than that. Direct hit rate. Quick arm is skill speed, but we would want to go to quick tongue, which is spell speed. That would help us go faster. So I don't know if this is going to be enough, or if I'm going to have to seriously think about doing more materia, because I did notice last time that piety materia 1 we can use, I think, and 2. We don't have a lot of slots either. So I did notice last time when I was running a healer that we needed to have really good gear in order to be able to do this. So let's first make sure we've got the highest level gear possible. That's a yes. And then let's go with meld. So it could just be I'm not doing things fast enough, or it could be we need to know. Let us just go right click, confirm available slots before I try and meld something that's going to be useless. Okay. So determination is 17 of 19, so I can do +2, and then after that it's useless. We can do spell speed and direct hit rate, which would also help. So determination +2. We're going to add just one of those on, because any more than that is a waste. Okay, so now if you go into your available enhancements, you've got +19 out of 19 that thing can do. So our next thing is we might try and go faster. I just want to see what determines. So determination heals the amount of spell. Direct hit is higher frequency, which your hits will hit. Yeah. Okay, so it's probably spell speed that we need now, is my guess. So let's see. I can put in that one, and it looks like I'm going to have to overmeld in order to get anything else. So, because I've got nothing else that will take. Alright, so spell speed is 2 out of 19. Why don't we see how many of these we break, eh? Nope, we're just going to meld it. I've only got a 72% chance this is going to work. It worked. Why don't we push our luck? Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, 36%. I don't like my chances. Let's go. If I break one on a 20% chance, maybe I can succeed in melding on a 36% chance. You know, that is as far as I'm going to push that. Okay, so now we're at spell speed 429. Determination of 283, which will make a little bit of difference. Let's update our gear set. I'm actually thinking I need better gear. So, what level is this? This is level 50 gear. So the only way to get better gear, I think, is, let's go to Uldar, because that's where our company is. So we'll use our return. I know. It's always these last quests, and like I said, I'm finding the healer quests are actually harder to do than the melee or the tank or the DPS quests. And that's with equivalent gear, but so I know we've only just got our brand new scholar suit, but what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the quartermaster here, and okay, I've got 3,211. I may not have enough of these to Yeah, see, that would get me up again. But I need 4,800 to get that. Alright, so our next option, Control C, is... So we can get 50,000 seals, so it's not like we can't get the seals we need. We've got some tomestones. I'm only going to try and upgrade one piece of equipment. So we're going to upgrade our lowest. So my lowest is 50, 49 is the shirt. We'll get a new one, item level 130. So I did get them from the ironworks. Okay, so why don't we try and get some nice legs. Our ears are 110, necklace, bracelet, 90, 70, 50. So that our lowest level bits of equipment are our scholar's culottes, our shirt, and our scholar's motherboard. And our weapon is old. Our weapon's 45. Let's see what we can get with, we just need to find the representative from Lominsa. And I think she's usually hanging out over here. It's raining it all down. That's so awesome. Water in the desert. Nothing like that to lift your spirits. Healer. Subcategory. So primal gear is level 100 to 115. And that will cost us in... Oh. Well, see, that's something I didn't know. Alright, so we don't have that. That's our primal gear. Our masterworks, our ironworks gear is 130. We can get one lot of ironworks gear. Actually, it depends what we buy. So what did I say we needed? Our lowest level gear is our pants, our body, and our weapon. Okay. So the weapons are the most expensive. I'm going to actually leave the weapon, and we're going to increase the gear in the other areas, if I can. So Ring of Healing, I think I've already got. No, that's item level 70. Hero's Ring of Hero. Oh, I could upgrade that as well. Alright, let's see what we can get. So 510 for our slops. Or the robe is 510. The optics are 345. So what we could do is we could, so this gives us 50, 34, 52 and 10. This gives us 32, 22, 33 and 6. So if I was to get a 345 and slops, so that gets me to 845, or this gives me 25. This gives me 25. So if we have a look at how much we're going up by, it's up by 11 and up by a lot more than that. So it might be worth bringing up our really low stuff first. Just to give ourselves a lot of little boosts that add up to more than the big boosts can get us. So we could do 600, 700 and 840. And 840 would give us plus 25. This was that. Vitality, crit, mind and determination. That is vitality, spell speed, mind and piety. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna, this could be a really dumb thing to do, but let's go with this. And then we're going to our bracelet. So we're gonna increase, it's not an augmented ironwork, so it's a hero's bracelet. We're gonna increase that one. Okay. Choker is 90. And the ears are 110. Did I just buy that? Yes, I have. So I didn't get the bracelet then. Okay. So what we've done is we've increased our weakest point. I'm hoping we increased it for a bonus bigger than we would have gotten if we just increased this over here. Though I doubt it. Never mind. I know what. I know. Alright. So we're going to grab this. Watch this little number. See if this ticks up any higher. It does help if we equip it. Alright, so it's gone up to 90. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's go back and see what we can afford to. I don't think we can afford anything, that's right. Alright. Now let's just have a quick look. I want to see if this has slots. No, I was hoping, but it doesn't. Okay, I've either done a really stupid thing or a not so stupid thing. And if we need more time stones, we'll take our scholar for a run into the dungeons, because I'm now a little bit more confident that we won't get anyone killed. Why did you do that? Because you're hitting the wrong buttons now. Alright, back to Camp Bonslate. We'll do one run and then we'll call the episode, I think. It may be that I have to do some dungeon running before I can do this, but we will work on it. Where's my budgie? Come on, budgie. Time to go. Because leveling up anymore isn't going to be effective because we're going to still come back to level 50. So we've now given ourselves a little bit more of a boost. A teeny tiny bit more of a boost. And we're aware of what we've got to do. So let's give it another shot. So proceed. Because we've seen the cutscene already, we're going to skip it. If I have to run it another episode, we're going to run that cutscene again to remind ourselves of what we're missing. But I always seem to botch up that very last fight. I think it's because I take my eyes off Alcazolka for too long. But mind you, when I was being focused, that didn't help either. So there is a range. I wonder if I just zap these two. Okay. See, now I've got my yoink spell. I wonder if I can yoink Alcazonka. Zolka out of harm's way real quick. And maybe there's a couple of fairy spells I should be doing as well. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try and use a few more of our abilities, because clearly we're not remembering all yet. A little bit better gear, teeny tiny bit. We can come over here where we can see everything and stay out of range of things. Zap that one. Zap that one. Okay, now we're going to tell the fairy to do a lot of stuff. We're going to tell her to do that. We're not going to hit Zolka yet. We're going to make sure we hit these as they come in. Oh, I want this one. Tab onto, no, we'll smack that one. Oh, that's the main Tondo. Tab onto something else. Tab onto. Where is that? Okay, 2 under him. Fix that. Grab this thing and hit him hard. And then tab across to him, go again. And so you've really got to watch that. That. We're going to grab this. Go over here. No. Oh god. This is where it gets messy. Okay, Control 6. See how much of this I can get to go to sleep. Grab Alcazolka. Alcazolka. Why are you not letting me target Alcazolka? Okay. And then we're going to heal him up. We're going to go 2 and grant him a few spells. We're going to go 3. We're going to go Asuna. And then 2. And again. And what else can I give Alcazolco? Alright, we're going to go tab, control 6. Tab, control 6. And we're going to hit the Fetid Fairy with a 6. Tombry Hexer with a 6. Alcazolco with a heal. And a Hex. And 3. And a 2. And a 2. And an 8. 8. And a 2. And 2. I'm going to hit this one with a control 6, like really get it to sleep. And a control 6, get that one to sleep. And an Alcazolco because he's dying again, because he's like that. And this. And then Asuna. And then 2. And then 2. And then Asuna. Alka, will you just hit them faster? And then a 2, and then an 8, and then 8, and then an alt 1, and then I need to restore my MP, and Alcazolco needs, where is he? Alcazolco, thank you. And 8, and then 2, and then 8, and then 9. Ah, right, it does work, it just doesn't give it as much back as I thought it did. And then 1, and then 9, and then 8, and 8, and 8, and then 2. So basically it's Asuna. And then I'm going to control 2 again. And I'm going to use 9 again as soon as it comes up. And then 2. And then 2. So this is also a matter of me learning my abilities, which clearly I did not have on there for a minute. I'm going to get that restorative going. Heal him again. So you can't just get fixated on just the pure spells, you also have to remember to do some of your beneficial spells on him as well. And 2. Because that's going to increase how much healing you can do. And again with the 2, control 2, sorry. And then again with the 9, which... Why can't I do that? Asuna? No, where is he? Come here, Alka. Sweet. 8. 8. 2. 9. 8. 2. 2. 8. 2. 2. Come on, 2. Okay, I am doing something really horribly wrong. Alright, we're going to have to try this again next episode. So, summons the Eos to fight at your side. Yep, no, she's already there. So what did we miss? What didn't we do? Alright, so... Magic Barrier, that which nullifies... damage. Maybe I should have added more of that. So we have to use that more often next time. Physic, the hit points, yeah. Whispering Dawn gradually restores the hit points, so that was, we kept using that one, that's fine. Maybe I didn't use it as much as I should have. Added grants Galvanized, nullifying damage, equating to when critical hit points restored, also grants Catalyze. Alright, so we're going to have to give that one another go, and I think I'm going to have to probably go and earn some more tomestones before I do. But guys, on that rather depressing note, with the final quest of the scholar just outside our grasp, I am going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I will check you later. Take care out there.